Hi guys, welcome back to Aditya Automation Techniques. In our previous video, we have seen how to create a project in GitHub, how to sync it with our local Git project and upload the changes using the command line. Today we'll be discussing about how when we and do some changes, how we can push it back to GitHub, or when we are working collaboratively, if someone else has pushed some changes onto our project, how we can fetch it back and merge it with our local project. Okay. So this is the project that we have created in our last video. Now let's go back and work on this project. So first we'll see how we can upload a file that we have created locally. So I'll name it as local. I'll use the tag file added by name. Okay. So we have committed it. We'll use git push origin, the reference to the URL, and then the branch name. Okay. This is basically nothing but a recap of what we have done in our last video. So we will be mainly discussing into how if someone else has make any changes on the project, how we can get that change into our local system. Yeah, so that compression and uploading of my local changes is complete. Let's go into the details first. So it is counted that there were 3 objects that has to be uploaded, which is nothing but the 3 files. Then the 100% denotes that whatever changes that we have make has been uploaded successfully to where, to this particular git project with the URL. And then if you can see, we have the branch references as well. That means the master branch of our local is synced with the master branch of the git repository, I mean the cloud repository. So our local master is in sync with the cloud master. Okay, now let's go and do a refresh over here, and we'll see also about the commit details that I was discussing lastly. Okay, so yeah, this is the latest changes file added by me. Now here we can see 2 commits. We'll go here, and yeah, we have 2 different commit ID. Now we'll go here. So it's telling us there is one changed file, which is this, but there has been no changes because this is the first time that we are uploading this. Now, next time when I upload the same file with some modifications, when we go to that commit ID, we will be shown with that particular commits. Git also provides to write some comments or details about this commit that we have made for future references that we can do from here. But now let's go back to our project, and yeah, so let's say that this is a cloud repository that a few of your colleagues are working on, and these are the changes that has been done from you, but there will be changes which your teammates will be pushing also, right? So here you will see multiple files, the files which you haven't created as well. So let's create a file from here itself, and let's say the file name is new file, and this file is created. Okay, let's name it as dummy file by teammate. This is a commit message to check pull and fetch. And now we are directly committing it to the master branch, since we have only one branch right now. If you want to create this, commit this to a secondary branch, you can create that branch, or if you already have a branch created, you can list out that branch and you can commit it there. But for now, we are committing it directly to the master branch. Okay, so yeah, so we have seen that our file is populated here, which we aren't aware of. That means the local git which you have here, if you do a git status, is unaware of that changes. If you do a git ls files, you can see that you are shown with only 3 files. That means you are unaware of the files which has been uploaded recently by one of your teammates. So how we can sync our local project with the GitHub project? So for that there are few commands. So first we'll discuss them, then we'll start working on them. So there is a git fetch and there is a git pull. Okay. What is git fetch and what is git pull and what is the difference in between? When we do a git fetch, we are just calling the GitHub repository to look for the updated files which are not there in our local system, and we are just downloading them, right? But when we do a git pull, what we are doing is we are downloading the files and we are merging them with our local project at the same time. The merging concept we have already discussed. We are basically combining all the updated files into one project. So if you are not sure that whether you want to download the files which are there in the GitHub repository and you want to include them in your local project, you'll do a git fetch, git pull. But when you want to, sorry, git fetch, but when you want to download all the files and you want to merge all the things all together in your local as well, then you'll do a git pull. Okay. So for now, we'll stick to the git pull, which will, download this new file that has been uploaded by someone else in our project. We will download it and we will merge it with our local project. Okay. So for the command for that is git pull origin, the reference to your repository, and then the branch name, same as the git push. So I was able to successfully pull all the changes. Let's go through the details quickly. So now we have 4 out of 4 files synced in our local, and the downloading was 100% done from this URL, and the branch is master and the local branch is also master. Now the updating, this is the commit ID, and the merge was fast forward. So I've already told you guys that when you will be pulling, you will be doing a fetch. So till here it was a fetch, and then we are merging as well. So pull is a fetch followed by a merge. Okay, so we have merged one file, the name of which was new file, which you can see over here as well. And yeah, let's do a quick git status and see. Okay, there's nothing to, the working directory is clean. That means all the changes are done. So we'll do in git ls files, and yeah, now we have a file that has been updated by your some other person into our project repository. Okay, so we see how we can do a git pull to pull the changes which are there in the cloud and merge it with our local. This covers all the downloading part, but still we'll see how a git fetch works. Create one more file. Okay. I won't provide any additional description for this. I'll just commit it. Okay. Now we'll follow the same commands. Instead of git pull, I'll try git fetch. Git fetch origin master. Okay, so Git was able to fetch the changes which are there on the GitHub repository. Let's do a git status. Working directory is clean. Git. Okay, so we have seen that even though we pulled that file, that we have fetched that file from the cloud, it is not showing up here. Why? Because we have just fetched it. We have not merged that file with the files of our local git repository. So if you want that files to show up with your local git, then you have to merge them. So So for that, we are doing simply git merge, and yeah, our second file, that is the file 2, has been merged successfully. So let's go and see git status clean git. Yeah, so we can see that all files are here. So instead of doing the two steps, we can simply do a git pull, and we can directly download the files and sync it up and merge it into our local project in one go. That's why git pull is more, handy than doing these two files. Okay, so if you have liked the content of the video, please like the video, and if you have faced any difficulties which is not covered in the video or in any of the previous video, please comment out so that I